Hey guys, welcome to Mod and Pop Thrift. I got a handful of sales today. I'm going to show you some shipping, and I have a tip that's going to help you sell your video games faster and safer than eBay, and normally for about the same profit in my experience. So stick around for that. Let's get into it. All right, well, I had a $265 worth of sales on eBay. It was 12 items, and then I had another sale for 3 items that was off of eBay, and it was for $165. So I've got like $400, $425 worth of sales to show you. Let's do some what solds. Let's just jump right into it. This How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb by U2. I paid 20 cents for it, sealed at a thrift store. It only sold for $3 plus shipping, but I'll make like $2.50 on my 20-cent investment. So not really worth my time, but it was worth a shot. This Tolkien book collection, I bought the same place where I bought all those horror posters, and a jacket that will be either you already saw or you will see coming up on a video. I'm a little out of order on the videos. Anyway, I paid like $5 or $6 for that, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. This is just an empty case. I paid 50 cents with all the cap guns for this case, and it had a pair of goggles in it. You may remember seeing me wear the goggles in the intro to the video, coming at you like a mad scientist. This was AO Safety, AO, and the goggles were Wilson. So I split them up. This sold for $10 free shipping, but I basically got it for free. This is Fisher-Price boat with 2 little figures with it. I paid $3 for it at an estate sale, and it sold for $11 plus shipping. Candy thermometers, vintage glass mercury thermometers, sold for $24.99 free shipping, and I paid like $1/4 a piece for those. This shirt, reseller that I follow called Ready Set Resell, he knows a lot. He said he always picks up cashmere when it's inexpensive because it sells really fast for him. Didn't sell really fast for me, but I paid $3.99. It sold for $24.99, so that's a good price, free shipping, but it'll cost me like less than $5 to ship. So I did make some money, but it took it like 10 weeks or something to sell. So it wasn't a super fast seller, but it did pretty well. Another cap gun by Hubley. Hubley is a name. Let's see if I can get that to focus in. If I was on the right side, it would make all the difference in the world. Hubley, right there, is a name that you want to look out for. Hubley's a really collectible toys, mostly 50s era cast iron kind of stuff. Hubley will do well for you if you get it reasonably inexpensive. That cap gun sold for $22.99. This Cubs shirt, just put it up on the screen, sold for $10 plus shipping. It's just another early 90s single stitch Chicago Cubs shirt. And then these 2 cap guns, and I'll turn the camera around. Red Ranger cap gun. It's by this same company, Wayne Dodge. I don't know how you say that. Wayne Doty. Anyway, it's by the same company that made this one. These are not technically cap guns. They are clicker guns. And this one's a Red Ranger, and this one's the Red Ranger. And it has a lithograph on both sides. I don't remember what each of them sold for, but the buyers all in at $85 on those 2. So that was a really good sale. Sold the last time I sold this set, I told you guys that I had 2 sets. The other set sold, I want to say these sold for $8. But if I said that, I would be wrong. They sold for $8.99 free shipping. Bought all of these razors together in a lot where I had a couple of them that sold for 20 something dollars a piece. I paid $8 for the lot, and then these were the ones that were worth like $5-6 a piece, and I decided to just lot them together, and they sold for $29.99 free shipping. And that's all of my eBay what solds for the day, but I did have some more solds. I am part of a handful of collector groups. One of them's called Filthy Games Room, and one of them's called Retro Universe, for people who collect video games, specifically retro video games. And so they know me reasonably well. I know that the buyers there tend to be not scammers, and so it works out pretty well. I sold some low-end stuff and then some little better stuff, and now a lot of times I'll take my high-end stuff there because I know there are buyers that can be trusted there, and those people are generally willing to pay a pretty good price. What I'll normally do is lower my price by 15% off of what I'm asking on eBay, because I don't have to pay the fees and stuff. And so I did that with these couple of things, and I got a buyer to buy all of them for $165. So I'll turn the camera around and show you what we're looking at. So this is an Xbox, but as you can see, it is not your standard black Xbox. This is the Halo Edition, Special Edition Xbox. It is significantly rarer. If it was this same green and said Mountain Dew in the middle, it would be even more rare. But this Halo Edition Xbox, I sold it for $75 because it's supposed to have the original, it's supposed to have a matching controller. I didn't sell it with cords or games or anything, just the console. If I had the original matched controller and stuff, it would be almost a $200 piece if you had the controller and the wires and everything. High end. This one has been, this is something to look out for. They put a security screw underneath this label and underneath this label, and so if somebody wants to get into this to work on it, then those screws have been, which means this thing has been tampered with. And so I showed that to the buyer. It works, but who knows what they did when they were inside of it. Certainly I do not. This is a rumble pack, but it's complete in a super nice box. I got this box for free at an estate sale, and I went and bought the thing to put in it. And I thought I'd hang on to it forever, and I just didn't. I listed some stuff. Was listing some stuff for sale on that site, and I'm like, somebody will want this. I don't need it. And then this game, I had this game listed for $99 free shipping on eBay for weeks and weeks, and I was getting no interest, no offers, no watchers, lots of looks. I listed it on Filthy Game Rooms as a Facebook collector page, and it sold in 5 minutes for $75. And I had 3 or 4 people message me wanting it at that price. I probably could have gotten my eBay price for it, but I hate to charge somebody the premium that I would want to make on eBay when I'm not paying eBay fees. And so I went ahead and marked this down to 75, put it on that site, and these 3 went real quick for $165, which the math doesn't really work out, but I wasn't having to pay individual shipping on all 3, so I gave the guy a little bit of a break because he asked for it. So hopefully those things will work out really well for that collector. And it's easier dealing on Facebook with people in those collector sites because they know what to look for. They know what they're getting, more or less. With eBay, sometimes you're dealing with people who are guessing or buying as a gift or something. One other thing about those Facebook groups is that the admins tend to just kick anybody out who causes any problems at all, and then that way it stays a safe community. And so people who scam somebody one time get kicked out of the group. People who cause problems after a sale get kicked out of the group. And so then you know that most, unless you're dealing with somebody who is brand new to the group and hasn't tried anything stupid yet, then you're going to be dealing with somebody who has been vetted a little bit. Unlike eBay, if you get a zero feedback buyer, they get to buy just the same. Some of these groups and you still have seller protection through PayPal. So it works out well for me. I have tended to have luck doing it that way. I really don't like a marketplace. I feel like everybody in our area that's doing marketplace wants to pay absolutely nothing or trade or not show up. I don't deal well with that. It's not the time that it takes to deal with 2 or 3 people who are standing me up or waiting for them to drive and dealing with the other messages. It's just not worth my time. So I don't deal with selling things on marketplace almost ever, because I don't like people enough to deal with them face to face. So I deal with people on the internet like that. And I have never been burned dealing with people on collector groups on Facebook. All right, guys, well, I think that's going to do it for the video. I wanted you to notice that I held up that tube. I used one of the tubes from inside my roll of bubble wrap to put those thermometers in, and then I put them in bubble wrap in a poly mailer bag that I taped sealed, and then I put the fragile and the ground ship only labels on them. My fear is that if one of them busted and leaked mercury somewhere, that would be a big problem. And so I wanted to make sure that they stayed safe. And so that was just trying to take extra precautions to keep them from being a problem if something were to break. But I don't think anything's going to break. Those plastic tubes you could stomp on, and you're probably not going to have a problem. Also, I went ahead and put the Xbox in a separate box from the other things because I didn't want the Xbox to crush the box for the Rumble Pack or cause me to not be able to put enough bubble wrap in there. And I used corners from packing something that I got in the mail that had packing corners, like a printer, or I think it might actually have been from a tail light that I had to replace on my truck. So anyway, saving packing materials is always a good thing because you never know when you're going to need what you're going to need. So that helped me out on this one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It always means a lot to hear from you guys and what you think. So let's interact in the comments. Give us a like. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing.
Bye.